Good evening. We begin tonight with an update in the shooting death of Cyrus Carmack-Belton. He's the 14-year-old teenager who was killed earlier this year after being shot in the back. Attorneys for Rick Chow, the man accused of killing the teen, have had their request granted for a piece of evidence to be thrown out of the case. News 19's Peyton Lewis joins us in studio tonight with the details here on what's going on. Peyton, what's the update?
JR, Rick Chow has not stood trial yet, but lawyers on both sides of this case are already hard at work.
So Judge Hood yesterday signed an order telling the Sheriff's Department that the computer has to be returned and that they can no longer search the computer for its contents.
The case against Rick Chow, the man accused of shooting and killing 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack-Belton earlier this year, is still in the evidence-gathering period. But now, Chow's defense lawyers Jack Swerling and Joe McCulloch have been granted a motion to have evidence taken from a search warrant put back. The motion was filed shortly after the defense also filed for an emergency hearing in the case.
You got to look at the search warrant, and that absolutely had nothing to do, as far as we were concerned, with the case. I mean, they were seizing personal records, and so the affidavit for the search warrant really didn't reference that at all. It just said they want this information. And they seized it. And so what we asked the judge to do is order them not to look at it and to return the information right away because it violated the Fourth Amendment.
But Todd Rutherford, representing Cyrus Belton's family in this case, says the ruling is strange.
I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen the Sheriff's Department or any other law enforcement agency told to stop searching something that they had in their custody. Typically, it's when something is found on the computer that they'd want to use in court that a judge would rule and say you can't use that because that's outside of the bounds.
Both the prosecution and the defense say this evidence will have no impact on the case.
I don't know that it's going to have a negative impact on the case at all. Or a positive impact. I just think that they weren't entitled to it.
It does not help or hinder my case at all. I am curious to know what was on the computer and why they were so vehement that the Sheriff's Department not search it.
Jack Swerling says if the evidence gathering period continues on this track, that they should be able to have a trial by next summer. Reporting in studio, Peyton Lewis, News 19 WLTX.